Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to yet another video, and it is match preview time for Bristol City's possibly biggest game of the season so far, and that is a trip not that far from here to Cardiff. A huge Severnside derby, and surely that will be season defining for City. So let's dive straight into it. Obviously, we all know with Bristol City last time out, a 3-0 defeat in the FA Cup to Manchester City. But we will have Anis Mehmeti and Harry Cornick back for this game, and to play against the Cardiff side, who are 21st and below us in the Championship table. It will be helpful to have both of them back. Cardiff last time out, a 2-0 defeat away at Carrow Road at Norwich. But prior to that, it was 6 points, 3 goals and 2 clean sheets. So they did look like its form was being regained of sorts. But the thing I noticed in both those games was both of the goals came relatively late. They kept it tight, a 0-0, and then they sucker punched right at the end. Even at home, a 1-0 late win over Reading, a two goals from Perry Ng and from Callum Robinson right at the end away at Birmingham. So the pattern has emerged that Cardiff will try and keep it tight, and if we can unlock the defence early on like we normally do and we attack the opposition, Cardiff will find it difficult to come back into the game. Nothing really has changed in terms of team news for Bristol City. Cal Naismith is still expected to be unavailable for this game. Rob Atkinson obviously is going to be a long-term injury, same with Ayman Benarous. As mentioned, Anis Mehmeti and Harry Cornick will be back. For Cardiff, they didn't have to play in the midweek game, so I think they should be fairly fresh for this game. But Bristol City's form is really good. That's 12 unbeaten prior to that Manchester City game, and really we proved that we can be competitive at the Championship level by going on such an unbeaten run. We've climbed the league table, we've climbed into 13th. With a win, we could potentially go into the top half. We have a game in hand on most of the teams above us. It's looking good, it's looking really good, and that's why I think this is a very crucial game in our season, because it's an early kick-off, it's away in a Severnside derby, it's passion, it's something we've got to make sure we go and win in front of a packed out away end at the Cardiff City Stadium. We go there, we impose ourselves, and we make sure we get the 3 points. And realistically, this game is the start of a 3-game run where you look at the fixtures and you go, well, that's 3 of the teams in the bottom 4. You go there and really make sure you get at least 7 points if we're really going to try and target the playoffs, or at least push for the playoffs and really make progress this season. At the moment, we're 10 points off it, with a game in hand on Luton and every other team up there, apart from West Brom, who are 4 points ahead of us. If we are to go and make a playoff push, these 3 games are absolutely crucial in our season to go ahead and do that. We need to make sure we are again at it, because they'll be looking at this game and going, this could be a crucial game in our survival push, and it's a local derby, so if they can get their noses in front first early on, we will find it difficult. But we'll have to be realistic. It will be difficult for us if they take the lead. But we need to make sure we are at it from the start, so that doesn't happen. Because on paper, should we be beating them? Probably. The way this group is gelled and the cohesion we have right now. I know we're missing one of our main centre-backs, and a main midfield, and Naismith and Atkinson. But surely, now that Sabri Lamucci's come in, he's not really got it together yet. And for they've got something at Norwich, I would have been concerned. But they didn't. They were lacklustre. They were again poured in front of goal, which has been a theme all season for Cardiff. We need to make sure we're going at them from minute 1, and that's something I know we will do, because that's what we've been doing all season. No matter who it is, whether it's Middlesbrough, Sheffield United away, we will go out there and impose ourselves, because that is what we do. In previous season, under Lee Johnson, Dean Holden would have sat back and happily gone, draw please. is not what we are. We're a different team, and that's something I know we will go there and 100% go for it. With our attacking prowess and our midfield star and our good fullbacks who are going forward, I think we can go and cause serious problems for Cardiff. So this is the lineup I'd go for. I'd keep Max in goal, obviously. Cam Pring, Thomas Callas, Zach Finer and George Tanner as the back four. That is what we've been going with since Atkinson's injury. Williams and James, Scott, Andis Bermetti, Mark Sykes, and instead of Sam Bell, like it was against Hull, I'd go with Inaki Wells up top, and that, I think, would, again, against a relatively slow Cardiff defence, I think that's been a theme of them for the past few years. I mean, they had Aidan Flint at the back. I think Inaki Wells and Andis Bermetti especially, as Mark Sykes has got some pace as well, could really cause some problems. Sam Bell, would he suit this game? I'm not 100% sure. I think if it was against a quick defence, like it was against Hull, I think that kind of suited him. Like McLaughlin and Alfie Jones are quite quick, as well as Cyrus Christie and Jacob Greaves. But against Cardiff defence who are not agile enough to cope with Mehmeti, Sykes, Scott and Wells, I think Naki Wells should be favoured in front of Sam Bell for this one. Cardiff, I really don't know what they're going to do. I mean, Sarimucci, he won against Reading, and they went with two up top with Atate and Kaba. Both of them went to the bench and he started Jean-Philippe Bidas, Connor Wickham and Joe Ralls, and it was just like, what are you doing? I know it's get it to Norwich away, but Norwich have been great this season. We beat them. So surely just stick with the same team that beat Reading. No, goes to a completely different team. Honestly, don't know what he's playing at. I think he might play for a draw in this one, but he will have, though, again, the idea if they can get an early goal. I think they could be fancied in this one. One player I know will start is Mark McGuinness, who I am very impressed by. I think he was very good at Sheffield Wednesday on loan earlier in the season. I think he'll be a very good player in the future. Perry NG as well is pretty good, and obviously they have Callum O'Dowda. But for Bristol City, in terms of pure supporters' point of view, I want to do the double over them. Let's be honest, I despise them. They are intolerable to me. If Bristol City can do the double over them again, that would be absolutely brilliant. And it would give me some incredible bragging rights over them lot. So for City, for us, for the fan base, do it. Just go ahead and do it. Because they are an absolutely intolerable lot. And I'd love to see them get relegated. That's all I'm saying. I know I like to stay balanced most of the time in these videos. But when it's Cardiff away, when you've done the job at Ashton Gate, you go ahead and stick the knife in and you twist it and you make sure they are in the mud for that game and you make sure they are bricking it. You go there and you score some goals and you win it and you do that in front of them fans. That is beautiful. That's what Andy Vyman did last season. That was beautiful. I know Chris Martin's a bit of a cheat code in this game. I know we're not going to have him. Maybe we could have a one day loan QPR. That'd be nice. But hopefully we stick into them and really just make sure we're the ones dominating the game and winning the proceedings. That was a bit aggressive to end off with, but thank you guys very much for watching this video. Hit the like if you haven't already. My score prediction. I'm not going to come here and say we're going to lose a Severnside derby. I don't think we'll draw either. I genuinely think we'll win. I do. I'll go with 2-1. I'll take a 2-1. I'll take a 1-0. I'll take a 2-0. Hopefully it's a bit more comfortable than a 2-1. I think they will score, I think, in front of the home fans. There's about 10 of them, but still in front of their home fans. I think they will score. We'll score first, they'll score, and then we'll score again later on. Hopefully I'm right. Let me know your comments in the comment section below. Hit like if you haven't already. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for more aggressive content and Andy Cardiff stuff as well. And again, as a Bristol City fan. Make sure to check out my matchday vlog as well for the Manchester City game, which is again on the channel as well. Thank you guys very much for watching. Keep safe and I'll catch you all later. Cheers.